Hi, welcome back, class. Today we're going to be talking about adding negative numbers, okay? Don't get too nervous, okay? So, when we're looking at negative numbers, when we're talking about adding negative numbers, we essentially are doing the difference between those two numbers, and then we're going to keep the sign with the number of the highest absolute value. Now, just a quick refresher on absolute value. Absolute value is the distance from zero, okay? So we had our number line. We're literally looking at the difference from zero, okay? So if I wanted to know the absolute value of positive 3 is simply 3. If I wanted to know the absolute value of negative 3, guess what? It's still a positive 3. It's simply the distance from zero, okay? So when we add integers, okay, we want to keep that sign of the number with the highest absolute value. So let's take a look at this one right here. We have 10 plus negative 2. We first want to do the difference. If I take 2 from 10, I get what, class? Can anybody tell me? I get 8, okay? Now, is this going to be a positive 8 or is it going to be a negative 8? It's going to be, that's right, it's going to be a positive 8 because the number, okay? Again, we want to do the difference between these two numbers, okay? And then we're going to, again, keep the sign of the number with the highest absolute value. So when I take the difference between 6 and 8, I get what? Good, I get 2. Now, which number has the highest absolute value? Is it 6 or is it the negative 8? That's correct, it's negative 8. So I'm going to keep that sign and I'm just going to add it to that 2 like that. Okay? Again, remember that absolute value is the distance from 0. So even though 6 is positive, the negative 8 actually has the highest absolute value, which is positive 8. Okay? Let's take a look right here. We have 17 plus negative 7. Again, we want to do the difference of these two numbers. So if I was to take 7, the smallest number from 17, I get what? Good. I get 10. Okay. And then which number has the highest absolute value? Is it the 17 or is it the negative 7? Good. It is. It's the 17. So we're going to keep this number positive because since 17 has the absolute value of, you guessed it, 17, we're going to keep that number positive. Okay, so let's just take another review here again. Okay, so when it comes to adding negative numbers, okay, we want to remember we're first going to do the difference. Get your notepads out. We're going to do the difference between the two numbers. Okay. Can abbreviate if you want. We're going to do the difference between the two numbers, meaning we're going to take that smallest number, okay, and take it from our biggest number, okay? So again, just in this example here, we took 2 from 10, we got 8, and we're going to keep the sign. You are going to keep the sign, okay, of the number with the highest absolute value. Okay, always remember that, especially when it comes to adding negative numbers. We want to keep the sign with the highest absolute value. And again, absolute value is simply the distance from 0. Okay, and I gave the example here. We have the absolute value of 3, which is positive 3. We have the absolute value of negative 3, which is also 3. If I gave you the absolute value of negative 100, what would that absolute value be? Very good. That would be 100. Okay? Absolute value is simply the distance from 0 on the number line. Okay? So we're going to apply that skill set and apply it to when we're adding negative numbers. Again, we have 6 plus a negative 8. We're going to take the difference between those two numbers, which is 2. And we're going to add our sign, which is negative because we have this absolute value, which is 8 right here. We're going to add that to our number because negative 8 has the highest absolute value. Absolute value of negative 8 is simply 8. Okay, so negative 8 has the highest absolute value. Okay, I think that is going to be all for today. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? We're going to do what? Keep solving, keep shining, and remember who loves you? That's right, Jesus loves you. Until next time, class, take care.